the wall as the answer to it all.
Morning, Gaffer.
Morning, Ginger.
Hey, Gaffer, your car's all colours. Why don't you get a respray?
Better as it is. You should hear the witnesses contradicting one another.
He's the gaffer. Doesn't need to take advice. He's the gaffer. He's the gaffer.
Morning, Beck.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I can't wait to sit in it. Oh, dear, I don't know.
What's the matter with you? You've got eyes like onion rings.
I'm not surprised. My skin feels as if it's been slept in all night. I think I'm going to stop drinking. I'm getting sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Right. I now declare Tuesday well and truly opened. What little custard pie has fate got ready to chuck in our face today?
Well, first the bad news. And the bad news is that there isn't any good news.
Being in business today is like playing Ludo with landmines. Another electric bill. Oh, talk about the charge of the Light Brigade. All right, next epistle.
Johnson's has been taken over.
Oh, well.
And this is a letter from the boss of the takeover group saying that they're going to be doing their own machining from now on. But he does thank you from the bottom of his duplicator.
Marvellous. We lose the one contract we've got and get best wishes from some twit who hasn't got enough brains to realise he's thick.
Thick? The managing director of a large group?
Of course, thick. That is Moffat's first law. The bigger the company, the bigger the idiot at the top.
Well, I won't ask you to justify that ridiculous statement because it's impossible. And you are going to anyway.
It's simple, Betty, my dear. In a big organisation, when they want to promote somebody, they ask the other department heads to recommend somebody. Well, naturally, they're not going to recommend anybody who's any good, are they? Because they're too useful. No, what they do is they take the chance to get rid of the right lemon who's a pain in the nether regions and promote him. And then when he gets to the next department, they get shut of him the same way by promoting him again. In no time at all, a right moron could go straight to the top.
You know, I never cease to be amazed at your undiscovered genius.
Well, that just proves it then, doesn't it? Look how far I've got. Anyway, I'm going to go and see Harry, tell him to be the retreat from the 5-day week.
Harry's not here.
Not here. Don't tell me he's doing another sponsored collapse for charity.
He's suffering his annual attack of terminal wilt.
I don't care if he's got dropsy of the bagpipes. What the devil's terminal wilt?
Well, next Monday is the closing date for claiming sick pay for the year, and Harry's making sure that he gets his full entitlement.
You mean to say I've got to pay him for staying at home doing nothing, and I can't get him back here doing nothing so I can send him off with all the others at the government's expense for doing likewise?
Have I got news for you? The government says that you also have to pay the others while they are on short time for the first 5 days. It's called guarantee payments.
From where I come from, it's called extortion. Go away.
Good morning, Squire. And how are you this morning?
Suffering a fate worse than death, life?
Remember me? Stan James, Office Accessories?
No, I don't think so.
Mr. James called last month selling insect repellent. You bought a can and squirted it all over him.
Did I? Doesn't seem to have worked, does it? Well, unless you've got the antidote to acute inflammation of the income tax, I don't need anything.
You need this, Squire. It is the world's finest automatic letter opener.
Is it? I've already got one. She's in Australia at the moment. It's called the wife.
Well, how about this gold-plated executive pen, a beautiful writer?
Yes, well, I've got one that suits me more than that. It's got no ink in it, so I can't sign any cheques.
But you haven't got an electric pencil sharpener.
No, that's very true, but then again, I haven't got many electric pencils. You don't expect to sell all this rubbish, do you? Not the way trade is.
Business is bad, is it?
Well, people aren't actually chucking themselves under railway trains, but that's only because they can't afford the platform tickets.
In that case, how would you like to earn a little something on the side? Say, 25 portraits of Her Majesty every week, and all without bothering our little friend at the Inland Revenue?
Who do I have to assassinate and how often?
Oh, nothing dishonest, Squire. No, it's just the place where I keep my stock has had a coat of fire, courtesy of the landlord. You must have a bit of spare room here somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we got that all right, but I'm afraid I can't help you because this place is on a very long leash, you see, and subletting's not really allowed. I mean, I did anything like that, they'd chuck me out on the arthritis.
Well, I might have something else to interest you. A certain buyer I know with a large engineering firm has got some work to hand out, if the price is right. Now, to be right, he needs to be seen right, right? If you follow.
I used to get prizes for it. Don't worry, I know how to treat a good customer as often as possible.
You've got the right idea, Squire. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go and get the drawing out of my car and you can quote me for it. Plus 10% for sweetness. I'm not taking anything myself, mind. I'm just a middleman.
All right, you don't have to tell lies, I believe you.
You're not going to get mixed up with that oily are you? He'd pinch the echo before you finish gelling for hell.
Betty, teach not votre uncle to suck earths. Go away.
I say, Gaffer, how did I get on in that competition?
Come again, Charlie.
Well, that prize that you offered for the best suggestion for reducing costs in the factory, did mine win?
Oh, that? No, it didn't, as a matter of fact, mine did.
Yours? What did you suggest?
Well, I thought the best way to save money was to give myself the prize.
Oh. Wasn't there a second prize?
It was only just the first, but I'm glad you've come in, actually, because I'm afraid I've got a bit of bad news. We're getting short of work. As from tomorrow, we're going to be on 3 days, and it looks as if it could be Easter, May Day and Whit Monday.
Hey, me and the girlfriend were saving up to go abroad.
Oh, yeah, I've done you a favour, then. You wouldn't have liked it. It's full of foreigners.
Is it? Oh, thanks for warning me, Gaffer. I'll tell Mary. Ta-ra, Betty.
I don't believe.
You shouldn't take the mickey out of Charlie like that, just because he's a bit slow on the uptake occasionally.
Occasionally. His brain's been on a go slow since Michael Foot was 1.5 inches. And thereby hangs a thought. Make out a time card in the one name of Stan James and put it in the rack. Make sure Charlie notices.
Stan James? That salesman creep?
He's going to be the bait to lure Eddie back so I can save on his sick pay.
Which you'll only have to shell out in guarantee payments instead.
Oh. If when he comes back he takes all the other lads out on strike, nobody gets anything in an industrial dispute.
But how do you know he's going to take the lads out on strike?
Right, Stanley, my old son. I can do you 100 of those at £15 apiece, plus the usual Danegeld for the vatman.
All right, Squire. Well, give me a day or two and I'll see what I can do. By the way, do you have any thoughts about that little bit of storage room I asked you about?
Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, I've had an idea. Our landlord comes round this afternoon to collect his rent, so, I mean, only if you fancy it, like, but I was thinking that if he were to see you wearing a pair of overalls, he would think you were working for us. And then, of course, if he saw you a bit later on, he wouldn't be suspicious about it. You know what I mean? What do you
That's
think?
great thinking, Squire. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pop back mid-afternoon, disguised as a British workman, and I will scurry round, making myself look useful.
Don't scurry him out too fast, make it look realistic.
Since when did the landlord come round collecting rents? You usually post it off in a tear-stained envelope.
All will be revealed, Betty. Go away.
Can I have a word, Gaffer, about this new fella, Stan James?
Yes, and I think I know the word you're going to have. Why have I set him on when you're on short time? It's easy. He's prepared to work for half your money.
Oh, well, actually...
No, he is not in the union, because your lot kicked him out when he joined the National Front. But that's no business of mine, so long as his Ku Klux Klan uniform isn't a safety hazard.
Oh, look, Gaffer.
You are going to say, why do I think you ought to bring Harry on it? I didn't, but in actual fact, that silly scheme of yours might just work. Why don't you go round to Harry's house now? Tell him to come round here straight away. He's needed urgently on union business.
What? Yes, all right, then, if you think I should. Actually, all I was going to say was, do you think he'd like to join our tea swindle?
Betty, do you ever have the feeling there must be an awful lot of sets of encyclopedias in Charlie's house?
Well, if that's a joke, I don't understand it.
How many sets have you got?
What do you think about that, then?
I think it has great financial possibilities.
You're taking chances, Ginger. Ah, Mr. Campbell. Back from the brink of death, I see. What's the matter? Did you fail the post-mortem?
I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't have Legionnaire's disease.
What's that? Sand rush behind the sporran.
Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, having returned prematurely, but on official business, I will be able to claim if compensation of the back pockets should set in.
Let's get on with it then. I saw you talking to him. Shall we go straight into the Grumlicks?
I do not know what you mean.
I am talking about the industrial action you are taking because of the anti-union fascist hyena I have set on.
Who? Stan? Oh, nobody's perfect.
Well, I know that. That's why they put little rubbers on the end of pencils. Isn't it? But surely you must have some complaint against him.
Yes, Ginger says that he swapped the address of that blonde at Woolworths for one of Stan's pens, and it was no good.
Yes, well, I shall say something about that when I can think of something coarse enough. But do you mean to stand there and tell me you're going to take no official action?
None.
You know what your trouble is, don't you? You're going soft. I know the time when you walked out for agreeing with yourself, claiming it was provocation.
Oh, live and let live, Gaffer.
You're not going to get away with this, you know, Harry. I should demand every Englishman's right to be inconvenienced by the unions without cause or justification or know the reason why.
Hey!
If you've got time to read a newspaper at work, I've got time to show you where the situation's vacant column is.
I was only reading the horoscopes. Yours says others will be especially generous today.
Others, I'm pleased to hear it. But if you think you're going to con me for another birthday donation, you can forget it. Everybody I know seems to have a birthday this year.
Yes, but you haven't had one for 12 months.
What?
Read the date.
The 18th. Great grease nipples, it's my birthday. What else do the stars say?
And how old are we today then, Fred?
What, me? Well, I must be, not of course that's all that old for a man of my age.
I got a card for you, Frederick.
Oh, thank you very much. Name on the front as well. Ah, hellfire. Happy New Year.
Well, it was better value. It wishes you happiness for the other 364 days as well.
You shouldn't have bothered. A little note containing your resignation would have sufficed. Anyway, who wants to celebrate middle age? The only thing you can do is think about the only thing you used to think about.
Who are you ringing?
That union chap, Wagstaff. I've got an official complaint I want to complain about officially. Lines to Moscow are engaged. Please try later. If that's Wagstaff, come in.
Ah, Mr. Moffat, you asked me to call.
Yes, Brother Wagstaff. Cup yourself with Chippendale. Sit down. How's the trade union trade then?
Not very good. There's no enthusiasm these days. You can't get members to put in a fair day's picketing for a fair day's strike pay anymore.
You know your lads' trouble, don't you? They've lost all the pride in their strikes. As a matter of fact, that's really the reason I'm complaining.
Complaining? You mean we've failed to keep an agreement because we do have this general agreement in the movement that we should not be bound by agreements?
You don't surprise me. But you see, it's not you, it's me that's failed to keep the agreement. But your members are refusing to come out on strike, although I can assure you I have given them ample provocation.
This is a serious accusation, brother. You sure you're being bloody minded enough to warrant action on our part?
Have I ever let you down?
That's true, brother. Nobody could fault you there. But surely it's against your interests for them to come out.
Ah, but you see, Brother Wagstaff, it's the principle. I mean, I disagree with you disagreeing with me, but I will fight to the death your right to fight me to the death, but if you won't, how can I?
Yes. Well, if you'll just give me a few details, I'll see if I can put some pressure on the lads to fulfill their obligations.
He's even got a union pen, it won't work.
It's not just as simple as all that, Brother Wagstaff. You see, what we've got here is a race problem.
Is this new fella not English, then?
Yes?
And where's the race come in?
2:30, Saturday. Ask it. You see, Stan knows a jockey who's riding in that race, and he's put all the lads' money onto an absolute certainty. Well, we can hardly ask him to leave while he's holding the betting slip.
I'm surprised at you, Brother Campbell. I'm not putting a price on a trade union principle.
Well, we got 40 to 1.
Do you think you can put me down for a fiver?
Well, let's get this strike on the picket line.
Do you mind, brother? This does happen to be our union.
Yes, well, I was just trying to help.
We have decided to give you till Saturday afternoon, just after 2:30, to come to your senses.
Saturday, that's no good. Look, why don't you try it for a few days, see how it goes? I'll get you a bit of overtime if you like. You can march up and down outside my house. You'll feel at home, it's got a picket fence.
I must warn you, brother, that if you continue your blatant attempt to coerce our members into withdrawing their labour against their will, it could lead to serious consequences.
Like what?
Well, they could take strike action.
You'd think life would carry a warning about unexpected side effects like Wagstaff.
What's wrong now?
What's wrong? They won't go on strike until Saturday. I won't have saved a penny by then. I sometimes think I'm in the wrong business. I'd make more money selling suicide kits on hire purchase.
For goodness sake, cheer up. It's your birthday. I tell you what, we'll go out for a drink. It'll help to drown your sorrows.
I doubt it. My sorrows probably float.
It'll be my treat.
I'll see you in the Red Line at 7 o'clock. You won't miss me. I'll be between the Space Invader and the infrared grill.
What are you doing?
I've just sent a little fly to heaven. If you don't want to join it, go and get some work done.
Is there a keyway in this end?
Don't ask me.
Well, you read the drawing.
All right, I'll go and check it.
I'll come with you. I'm not staying here on my own.
Yeah.
It's Sir Gaffer. What are we going to do?
Start praying.
Patience. Just wait and see.
There's a light on in there, and it's like Blackpool illuminations in here tonight.
Good evening, Gaffer.
Evening, Gaffer.
What the hell are you two doing here at this time and half?
We'd better tell him.
No. Yes. 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 Fred Buffett, this is your life.
I see him on the floor as usual. Have you been at the wine gums?
No, it was just a wee gesture on your birthday from a very loyal workforce.
Workforce? Don't you mean strike force?
This will be your call to Australia.
My what?
Hello, Moffat Engineering. Yes, I'll wait. This is the surprise I was telling you about. Your wife rang from Australia this afternoon, just after you left. She said she wanted to speak to you urgently. So I tried to book a call back, and I couldn't get one until 10 o'clock. Hello, yes, I'm holding on.
You've gone stark raving didgeridoo. Do you know how much a phone call costs to Australia? They'll probably have to transport me out there because I can't afford to pay the bill. This can come out of your wages.
It'll be my birthday present to you.
I want it in writing in Forplicate.
Yes, just a minute. He's here. This is Moffat. Just wait a minute. She awaits your pleasure.
For a long time since that's happened. Doris! It's Fred, your husband. We've got the same surname. You're not too old, are you? Thank the Lord for that. Fall ill abroad, you know, the first thing you do is x-ray your wallet. Yeah, I'm sorry, love, your voice is ever so echoey. Well, what the hell are you doing in a police station? Well, what punch-up? How long have you been there? Well, how much is the fine? What's that in English money? Right, I'll sell you a fur coat and send it. Yeah, I'm sorry, love, your voice has gone all funny again. Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant. I was talking... Yeah, no, well, I wish you the best of luck. I've been trying to shut her up for years. Yeah, could you tell... hello? Hello? I think he's gone walkabout. Marvellous. Do you know what she's done? She's only been to a wine tasting party and sucked half a carboy of the local skull cleansing fluid and finished up by knocking the Southern Cross out of our young lad's fiancée. It was hardly worth all your plotting to get me back. Hey, just a minute. Come here, you two. How do you two know we were coming back here? What's all this Eamon Andrews that she's your life?
How's the job going, Harry? Oops-a-daisy.
Just a minute. Could you stand on? And what was the job that Harry Whoopsie-Daisy was doing in here in the dead of night?
Well, I talked Harry into making something for my lad's birthday, like a steam engine, a model loco or something.
How'd you like me to make him something like an orphan? I think we're going to go into the workshop and have a look at this steam loco or engine or so. Come on. Right? And you too, Judas. Have a look, shall we? Oh, yes. A generator shaft. Rather like the one you asked me to quote you for, you charlatan.
Well, it's a bit like the one that
Yes, and you conned my lads into doing it on the side.
Well, not exactly on the side,
Oh,
Squire.
no, Squire. Well, do you know, Squire, I'm likely to take that right out of there, Squire, and shove it straight up your left nostril, Squire.
Look, you can have it. You can have the lot. You can have the order. You can have everything. You can even keep the backhander.
Nice doing business with you. You should go a long way, preferably handcuffed to 2 warders. And as for you, Charlie Oshkis and Harry Campbell, this was your life.
You don't mean that...
I do mean that. The unemployment total just went up by 2. You do realise that these 2 were trying to steal from me?
You mean like you do from the income tax?
No, not like I do from the income tax. I'm talking about illegal stealing.
Look, Gaffer.
Don't make excuses. You are sacked until further notice without further notice. And that also goes for the monarch of the Glen here.
Don't you worry about it, Charlie. You're still young enough to get another job sometime. I'll just spend my life saving, buying tissues for the wife, helping her to smile through her tears by telling her wee jokes, like that good one about Mrs. Moffat getting drunk and ending up at an Australian police station.
You're taking chances, you know, Harry.
And then making me phone calls to the VAT man, which wouldn't go amiss.
Ooh, you're taking very big chances, Harry.
Yes, and who's going to do the order Stan James got us?
Yes.
It's a good job for you two. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
He's a gaffer. You can't try it up with him. He's a gaffer. Even when he's on the left. He's a gaffer. When his back's against the wall. As the answer to it all.
Doesn't trust the politicians to the left and to the right, because they're all the same in office when they make it overnight. Resents the time he spends on paperwork and VAT. Keeps the money that the taxman doesn't see.
He's a gaffer.